thought it was you I missed, but I was wrong. I used to say your name in pain, like it could bring you back again. But now it just feels like air. No weight, no pull, no care. And I realized something slow, that I didn't really know. It wasn't you I couldn't lose. It was the version I once chose. The one who laughed a different way, the one who made my dark feel safe. Not who you are, not what you did, but who I was when I lived in it. Sometimes memory lies and calls it love in disguise. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. The version of me I never knew. I don't reach for your face in my mind. I just miss the version left behind. It wasn't you I couldn't let go. It was me I used to know. And now I finally see it through. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. I walk past what we used to be, and nothing calls out to me. No echo, no broken sound, no pulling me back down. It's like I outgrew that skin that I used to live within. And I don't hate what we became, it just doesn't feel the same. Because love can change its shape and still quietly escape, leaving not just someone gone, but a self I moved beyond. Not every loss is pain, some is just change. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. Not the scars I walked into, but the light I used to feel before everything turned real. I thought it was you I lost, but I learned what it cost. And now I finally see it through. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. Maybe that's the truth I needed. Not everything is completed. Some people don't stay forever, but they change you however. And I don't need a rewrite or faded out of sight, 'cause even broken time can redefine your mind. And I'm not bitter anymore, I just understand the score wasn't love I couldn't let go. It was me I didn't know. Healing starts the day you stop wishing it stayed. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. The way I used to feel so new, but I don't live there anymore. I've become something more, and I don't reach into the past trying to make it last. And now I finally see it true. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. If I ever think of us, it won't hurt like it does. It'll just remind me how I've changed somehow. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. But I can't go back into a version that no longer fits, or the life I outgrew it. And I'm not lost in what we knew. I'm finally breaking through. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. Not you, not you. And I finally understand. I used to go back there, inside my own mind. I don't visit who I was before. I don't open that old door where every version of me stayed, broken in the same old way. It feels like someone else's life, not the one I live tonight. Like I was watching from above, the story I called love. But now I don't go back in time, I don't search for old replies, because nothing there can save the person I used to be that day. You can't heal while going back to what you already lacked. I don't open old versions of me anymore, don't walk through that emotional door. I don't relive what used to break, or every choice I used to make. I've changed in ways you can't see, I'm not that version of me. And now I finally feel it true, I don't open old versions of me anymore too. Your memory doesn't bring me down, doesn't pull me underground. It's just a name I used to know, from a life that let me go. And I stopped trying to repair what was never really there, because some things aren't meant to last, they just slowly become the past. And I don't feel the need to fight for something that isn't right, I just let it fade away without needing it to stay. Growth begins the day you stop going back that way. I don't open old versions of me anymore, don't fall into what came before. I don't go back in my mind to the person I left behind. I thought I'd always feel the same, trapped inside that flame, but now I finally see it through. I don't open old versions of me anymore too. Maybe I had to fall to understand it all, that not every broken part needs to stay inside your heart. And I don't hate what I became, even if it lost its name, cause every shattered line built a stronger mind. And now I walk without regret for anything I can't forget, because even pain and loss had their cost. Not every past is meant to be part of your identity. I don't open old versions of me anymore, I don't feel that war inside the person I once was. I don't fall because of us, I've outgrown what it used to be. I finally set me free, and now I finally see it true. I don't open old versions of me anymore too. If I met myself back then, I wouldn't go back again. I'd just smile and understand that was never who I am. I finally free, and now I finally see it true. I don't open old versions of me anymore too. I used to go back there, now I only move forward. I used to wait for you, even in my thoughts. I don't search for you at night, in the corners of my mind, where I used to fall apart every time I heard your heart. Now the silence feels okay, it doesn't pull me away from the place I've come to be. Without you inside of me, I thought I couldn't let you go, but now I finally know it wasn't love that made me stay. It was fear I couldn't say. You don't live where I once hid, not like you used to did. I don't wait for you in my thoughts anymore. Don't open that old emotional door. I don't replay what we had. I feel there's something I once lacked. You're not the storm inside my mind, you're just something left behind. And I finally see it true. I don't wait for you in my thoughts anymore too. I walk through days without your trace, without that heavy empty space. It used to follow everywhere, like you were always there. But now I breathe without the weight of everything I used to take. And I don't fall into the past, trying to make something last. Because what we were is gone, and I don't need to hold on to something that no longer lives inside the life I live. Some memories just fade without needing to be saved. I don't wait for you in my thoughts anymore. Don't feel that ache like before. I don't search for what was lost, or think about what it cost. You're not the voice I hear at night. You don't dim my inner light. And now I finally break through. I don't wait for you in my thoughts anymore too. Maybe I was meant to see you were never all of me, just a moment passing by under a different sky. And I don't hate what we became, even if it lost its name. Cause every broken line led me back to my own mind. And now I stand here finally free, not needing what used to be. I'm not the person I was then, and I won't go back again. Healing doesn't always show, it's just something you outgrow. I don't wait for you in my thoughts anymore. I don't feel that war inside the places you once lived, where I gave all I could give. I thought I'd never feel this new without anything of you. And now I finally see it through. I don't wait again. I don't wait for you in my thoughts anymore. I don't stand at that old emotional door. I don't need what used to be to feel like I am free. And I'm no longer tied to you in everything I do. And now I finally see it through. I don't wait for you in my thoughts anymore too. Not waiting, not hurting, just moving on. I understand it better. I held on like it was fate, like love would never separate. Two hearts that once felt so aligned, we're always running out of time. I thought if I just stayed the same, you'd somehow never drift away. But people don't stay in place, they change with time and space. And I was trying to freeze a wave that was never meant to stay. Now I see what I couldn't see, it was never meant to be. Not everything that feels right is meant to last the night. It was never meant to be forever, just a moment we had together. A spark that burned too bright and faded out of sight. I don't fight it anymore, I don't stand outside that door. And now I finally see it clear, it was never meant to be held here. I stopped rewriting what we were to make it softer, make it blur, because truth doesn't need disguise. It's already in goodbyes. And I don't call it loss or pain, just something that couldn't remain. Like seasons changing in the air without a reason there. And I don't ask what could have been or replay it all again, because some things are just designed to leave your life behind. Some endings aren't a fault, they were never meant at all. It was never meant to be forever, just a page I turned together, a chapter I walked through, not a home I belong to. And I don't hold on anymore to what I was before. And now I finally see it clear, it was never meant to be held here. And maybe that's the piece I need to stop confusing what I see. Not every love is built to last, some are meant to pass. And I don't hate the way it ends, no need to fix or make amends, because what we had still had its place, just not a lifelong space. And I'm not broken from the fall, I'm just understanding all that some things don't belong. No matter how strong, letting go is not defeat, it's accepting what's complete. It was never meant to be forever, but I'll remember it forever. Not as something I regret, but something I can't accept. I don't chase what's gone before, I don't stand outside that door. And now I finally see it clear, it was never meant to be held here. If I met you in another time, maybe we would have aligned, but this life just wasn't finally see it clear. It was never meant to be held here. Not forever, just something I passed through, and that's okay. I used to think I was missing you, but I was just surviving you. I called it missing, called it love, when it was really pushing and shoved inside my chest, inside my mind, a war I couldn't leave behind. But now the silence feels so clean, like something I can finally breathe. No shaking hands, no heavy pain, no pulling me back again. I see it clearer than before. I don't stand outside that door. I don't wait for something lost to come back at any cost. Not everything you lose is gone. Some things just stop holding on. I don't miss what I survived. I don't need it to feel alive. I don't go back in my mind to the version I left behind. It wasn't love, it was a phase, a fire I couldn't raise, and now I finally see it true. I don't miss what I survived with you. Your name doesn't shake my breath, doesn't bring me close to death. It's just a sound I used to know from a life that moved too slow. I stopped rewriting what went wrong, stopped pretending it was strong. 'Cause strength isn't staying there, it's knowing when to clear the air. And I don't feel the need to chase what time has already replaced. Some things fade without a sound, and I'm not falling back down. Survival doesn't always scream, sometimes it quietly leaves. I don't miss what I survived. I don't break when you arrive in a thought or a faded trace. You don't take up space. I thought I'd always feel the pull of something once so full, but now I finally see it through. I don't miss what I survived with you. Maybe I confused the pain with something I should retain, but healing taught me slow what I needed to let go. And I don't hate what we became, even if it lost its name, because without that darkest night I wouldn't see this light. And I'm not who I used to be, I'm something more steady, not built on what I lost, but what it cost. Some endings don't destroy, they just quietly imply. I don't miss what I survived. I don't need it to stay alive. I don't go back anymore to what I felt before. And I'm not trapped inside you, I've already made it through, and now I finally see it true. I don't miss what I survived with you. If I think of you at night, it doesn't dim my light. It just passes like a wave, and I don't need to be brave. I don't miss what I survived. I don't feel that old divide between who I was and who I am. I finally understand that not all love is meant to stay. Some just guide you on your way, and now I finally break through. I don't miss what I survived with you. I didn't lose you. I survived what we were, and I'm still here. Using all it love, even when it wasn't. I made you softer in my mind than what you left behind. I turned your silence into gold, even when it felt so cold. I kept replaying all the good, like that was all I understood, ignoring every time you chose to let me feel alone. But truth has a quiet way of showing up one day, when you stop defending pain that doesn't need a name. I wasn't in love with you, I was in love with what I wished you'd do. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me, done calling pain something worthy, done rewriting all the past to make it feel like it could last. I don't need to make it bright or turn wrong into right, and now I finally see it through. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me too. You weren't the dream I held so tight, you were the lesson in the night that taught me what I should have known. I don't need to feel alone, and I stopped editing the truth to protect the broken proof of something I refused to see was never good for me. Now I let it be what it is, not a memory I miss, just a chapter I outgrew without needing something new. Not everything that hurts deserves to still be called love. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me, done pretending it was worthy, done making it feel right when it broke me every night. I don't need to hold it close like it was something I chose, and now I finally see it true. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me too. Maybe healing starts this way, when you finally stop and say, I don't need to rewrite pain to make it feel less in vain. And I don't hate what we became, even if it lost its name, because without that fall from grace I wouldn't know my place. And I'm not broken anymore, I don't stand outside that door, I just walk ahead in peace where the past can't follow me. Some truths don't feel kind, but they set you free inside. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me, done giving pain its poetry, done turning scars into art just to keep you in my heart. I don't need to make it pure or pretend I was unsure, and now I finally break through. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me too. If I ever think of you again, it won't feel like back then, just a lesson passing by under a clearer sky. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me, and I don't need it to be anything but what it was, without excuses or because. I finally chose myself over everything else, and now I'm finally breaking through. I'm done romanticizing what hurt me too. not love, just what I survived. I used to need a reason, now I just need peace. I kept asking, why did you leave? Like answers could help me breathe. Like if I understood the pain, it would somehow feel the same. But nothing really changed inside, except the way I stopped the fight with memories I couldn't control. They used to take my soul. Now I see it clearer than before. Some things don't need an answer more. They just stand the way they do, without a reason I can prove. Not everything deserves a story. Some endings just set you free. I don't need a reason to let you go. Don't need to know what I already know. Don't need your name to make sense of all this silence and distance. I'm not searching anymore for what I felt before, and I finally see it slow. I don't need a reason to let you go. I used to build you in my mind, like you were something hard to find. But now I see you were just real, not something I need to feel. And I don't blame you for the end, or everything that couldn't mend, because people change and drift away. That's just how life rearranges days. And I stopped holding on so tight to make the dark feel like light, because some things are meant to fall without a reason at all. Some doors don't need to close, they just quietly let you go. I don't need a reason to let you go. Don't need a wound I have to show. Don't need to prove it hurt me then to feel like I can breathe again. I don't chase what's gone before. I don't stand out inside that door. And I finally see it, so I don't need a reason to let you go. Maybe healing is this way, not knowing what you'd say, but still choosing to move on when everything is already gone. And I don't need a rewrite. We're fading out of sight, because what's meant to stay will stay, and the rest will drift away. And I'm not less because I leave. I just learned how to believe that I don't need to understand to let go of what I had. Peace doesn't ask you why, it just teaches you to try. I don't need a reason to let you go. I just finally know that holding on won't make it right or bring you back into my life. I'm not broken, I'm not low, I'm just learning how to grow. And now I finally see it flow. I don't need a reason to let you go. If I ever think of you, it won't feel like something new, just a thought that drifts away without asking me to stay. I don't need a reason to let you go. I reason, just peace. And I'm okay with that. Look back just to see if you're still there. Every night I used to rewind, searching for some kind of sign that maybe you still cared at all, that maybe I wasn't meant to fall. I lived inside those empty loops, replaying every one of you, like if I thought about it enough I could turn pain back into love. But time doesn't answer back, it just slowly fades to black. And everything I held so tight stopped following me at night. I was chasing something gone without knowing it was wrong. I stopped checking my past for you, stopped reliving what we knew, stopped reopening every scar, trying to find where you are. I don't go back anymore, don't stand outside that door, and I finally see it through. I stopped checking my past for you. Your memory doesn't pull me in like it did under my skin. It just passes through my mind like something left behind in time. I don't build you up in pain or call your silence by your name. I just let it come and go like a wind I used to know. And I don't feel the need to trace every moment, every place, because I know it used to be doesn't define what's left of me. Some doors don't need a key, you just stop needing to see. I stopped checking my past for you, stop falling back into you, stop believing I could find something lost inside my mind. Now I move without regret, without the weight I used to get, and I finally feel it too. I stopped checking my past for you. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's just slowing down to the point where you don't break when you think of what you make. And I don't hate the story now, I just don't need it somehow. It shaped me more than I knew, but I don't live inside of you. And what I lost became the ground where something better was found. Not perfect, not untouched, not new, just something I walked into. Not all memories are chains, some just slowly lose their names. I stopped checking my past for you, stop bleeding over what we knew, stop trying to make it right inside my head at night. I don't go back, I stopped checking my past for you. If I ever think of you again, it won't feel like back then. Just a thought that passes by without asking me why. I stopped checking my past for you, and that changed everything. I know I'm not stuck where I began. I've become a different man, and I don't carry what I do of everything I went through, because I finally made it through. stop checking my past for you. I used to look back, now I just move forward. I used to think you were everything. Now you're just part of my story. I don't chase your shadow anymore. Don't feel the pull like before, when every thought would lead me back to something I thought I lacked. Now I let the silence stay without needing it to change. It doesn't feel like emptiness, it just feels like less and less. And I can't even say for sure when exactly I got cured, but one day I just stopped the fight with what you were in my life. You didn't fade in one goodbye, you faded every time I tried. I finally let you be just a memory, not a wound inside of me, not a voice I still obey, not a reason I still stay. You're just a page I used to read, a version I don't need, and now I finally see it clearly. I let you be just a memory. Your name doesn't echo loud, it just drifts in and drifts out, like a thought that doesn't stay, like a cloud that moves away. I used to give you all my air, like you were always still there, but now I breathe without the cost of everything I thought I lost. And I don't feel the need to know if you still think of me so, because what we were is done, not something I need to run from. Some things don't need repair, they just dissolve in air. I finally let you be just a memory, no longer controlling me, no longer pulling me back, no longer making me lack what I thought I couldn't find outside of you, inside my mind. And now I finally feel set free. I let you be just a memory. Maybe love was never lost, just transformed at too high cost into something I outgrew when I stopped needing you. And I don't hate what we became, even if it lost its name, 'cause every broken part built a stronger heart. And now I see what I became without your voice, without your name. Not less, not empty, not undone, just finally someone. Not all endings break you down, some just help you turn around. I finally let you be just a memory, and that changed everything in me. I don't fall into the past, I don't try to make it last. You're not a storm inside my chest, you're something I've outgrown the rest. And now I finally feel complete. Just a memory. If I think of you at night, it doesn't steal my light, it just passes like a wave. And I don't need to be brave. I finally let you be just a memory, and I'm no longer anything that you once had power over. I've already moved further, and I don't a memory, and that's all you are now. If if ever remember me, I hope it doesn't hurt you. I don't know where you are tonight, but I hope your world feels alright. Not because I'm still holding on, but because I finally moved on. I used to think I couldn't breathe without you standing next to me, but life has a way of showing truth when you stop waiting for proof. Now I wake up and I feel like not fighting ghosts inside the night. And your memory doesn't stay, it just passes through and fades away. Not everything is meant to last, even love becomes the past. If you ever remember me, don't remember the broken me. Remember that I tried to stay, even when you walked away. I'm not waiting, I'm not blue, I'm just someone who grew. And if you think of me someday, let it pass and drift away. I stopped replaying what we said, stopped living in my own head, trying to fix what couldn't be or change what wasn't meant for me. I thought love was supposed to fight, but sometimes it just loses light. And you don't need to understand why we couldn't make it stand. It's not anger, it's not pain, it's just peace. I can't explain, like I finally learned to see what was never meant for me. Some goodbyes don't make a sound, they just slowly calm you down. If you ever remember me, don't remember tragedy. Remember I let you go, even when it hurts to know I don't need you here or near. I don't live inside that fear. And if my name comes back to you, let it pass right through. I don't look back like before, I don't stand outside your door. I don't wonder what went wrong, or where I lost where I belong, because I found it somewhere else, inside my quiet, broken self. And I didn't need your hand to finally understand that love can leave and still be kind, just not always at the same time. And I'm okay with what we were, even if it doesn't blur. Not all endings need repair, some just vanish in the air. If you ever remember me, don't see pain or memory, just see someone who survived and learned how to feel alive. I'm not waiting, I'm not through, I'm just finally beyond you. And if you think of me someday, let it gently fade away. If we met again somehow, I wouldn't break or fall apart now. I'd just smile and let it be what it was supposed to be. If you ever remember me, I hope it's peacefully. No regrets, no need to cry, just a moment passing by. I'm not yours and you're not mine, we just lived a different life, and I'm finally feeling free. If you ever remember me. remember me. I hope you're okay, because I am. I didn't lose you, you grew the part of me that needed you. I used to think I couldn't survive without you being in my life. Like you were oxygen I breathe, the only thing that carried me. But time has a way of showing truth. Not everything depends on you. Some parts of me I gave away, but I learned how to take them back someday. I don't react the way I did to every memory I hid. It doesn't pull me to the ground when your echoes come around. I didn't lose what I had, I just stopped going back. I outgrew the version of me that loved you, the one who broke and stayed untrue, the one who waited endlessly for something you'd never be. I'm not that person anymore. I don't stand outside that door. I become someone new. I outgrew the version of me that loved you. Your name still exists in my past, but it doesn't make me collapse. It's just a page I've already read, not something living in my head. I don't romanticize the pain, I'll call your absence by your name. It was a lesson, nothing more, not something I still fight a war for. And I don't hate what we became, even if it lost your name, because without the fall I knew I would not become this new. Some love is not meant to stay, but to shape who walks away. I outgrew the version of me that loved you, the one who couldn't see it through, the one who gave too much away, thinking you would always stay. Now I breathe without that weight, without the past that used to break, and I finally see it too. I outgrew the version of me that loved you. Maybe that's what healing is, not forgetting what it is, but becoming someone else who no longer needs to dwell. I don't erase what we were, but I don't return to her. The version of me that stayed inside a love that slipped away. Now I walk a different line, not looking back all the time. And it feels strange, but it feels right to finally step into my life. Growth doesn't always feel like gain. Sometimes it starts inside the pain. I outgrew the version of me that loved you, and I don't feel lost like I used to. I don't break when I hear your name. It doesn't spark the same flame. I become someone I knew, but never saw it breaking through. And now I finally see it true. I outgrew the version of me that loved you. If I met you in another life, I wouldn't lose my peace of mind. I'd just smile and walk ahead without the weight I once had. I outgrew the version of me that loved you, and I don't need to hold on to what used to tear me into. I've become something new, and I don't feel what I once knew, because I made it all the way through, and I finally see it too. I outgrew the version of me that loved you. I didn't lose you, I became someone who no longer needed to keep you. It's not that I forgot you, it's that you don't hurt anymore. I still remember your face sometimes, but it doesn't shake my mind like it used to in the night when everything felt like goodbye. Now it's just a passing thought, not a war I always fought. No more sleepless hours spent wondering what everything meant. You used to live inside my pain, like you were part of every vein. But now I breathe without your name, and nothing feels the same. Time didn't erase you, it just changed how I face you. I don't miss you like I used to, don't fall apart like I used to. Your memory still comes and goes, but it doesn't break me like it knows. I thought I'd never make it through, but I did what I had to do. And now I finally see it's true. I don't miss you like I used to. Your shadow doesn't follow me through every place I used to be. It's like you faded into air without me even knowing where. I passed the places we once stood in. I don't feel like I should fall back into what we were, or question what we meant for sure. It's strange how silence becomes kind when you stop replaying your mind. And everything that used to wait just slowly starts to break. Not everything is meant to stay, some things just drift away. I don't miss you like I used to, don't relive what we went through. I can't say your name out loud without feeling lost in clouds. I thought I'd never feel this new, but I learned to let it through. And now I finally see it too. I don't miss you like I used to. Now I think of you in peace, not in heartbreak's endless freeze. Just a chapter that I read before I turned and moved ahead. And I don't hate what we became, even if it lost your name. It taught me more than staying did when everything inside me hid. And maybe that's what healing is, not forgetting what it is, but remembering without pain and still being whole again. What once destroyed me in the night, now it just feels out of sight. Don't miss you like I used to, don't fall into what we knew. I can't look back and still be fine without losing peace of mind. I thought I'd never make it through, but I did what hearts must do. And now I finally see it's true. I don't miss you like I used to. If I met you on the street, I'd smile, come complete, not broken, not torn in two, just someone I once knew. I don't miss you like I used to, and I don't need to hold you in the place where pain once lived. I've learned what letting go gives, and I'm not lost inside of you. I finally made it through, and now I know what's truly true. I don't miss you I just remember, and that's enough now. I thought it was love, but it was only parts of it. You gave me mornings, not nights. You gave me warmth, not the fight. You showed up when it was easy, but never when I needed you deeply. I thought that meant something real, but real love don't pick and steal. It stays when everything falls. It doesn't leave through silent walls. And I kept filling in the gaps where your love will collapse, but I was loving what you showed, not the truth you never told. You were there, but not enough, and I called it love. You love me in pieces, not whole, just enough to touch my soul, but never enough to stay. When everything went gray, I thought we were something true, but I only got parts of you. And now I see what it means to be loved in broken pieces. You never really disappeared, you just never really appeared. Fully present, fully mine, just fragments of your time. And I made excuses for you, like love is supposed to feel confused, but love shouldn't feel like waiting or constantly recalculating. And I stay longer than I should, thinking maybe I misunderstood. But now I know what was real and what I was trying to feel. Half your heart was all I knew, but I gave all of mine to you. You love me in pieces, not whole, never warm enough to hold, just enough to make me stay while you slowly drifted away. I thought you were my truth, but I only saw your proof that some love will never be more than broken pieces. Now I don't look for your name or replay that fading flame. I just understand it last. Some love belongs to the past, and I don't hate you for it now. I just know what I know. Somehow you gave what you could give, and I learned how to live without needing what was fake, without breaking for love's sake. And maybe that's the truth I needed to finally stop feeling defeated. Not all love is meant to grow, some just teach you to let go. You love me in pieces, not whole, but I don't feel broken anymore. I see it clearly in my mind, what I lost, what I left behind. And I'm no longer reaching you or believing what isn't true. I finally see what it means to be loved in broken pieces. If I knew from the start, I would have guarded my heart. But I learned through the fall that partial love isn't love at all. You love me in pieces, not whole, but I've finally taken control. And I don't need what I used to need from a love that couldn't be. Now I breathe and I release all those shattered memories, and I'm finally set free from the pieces you gave me. Not all love is whole, Some love is just pieces, and I finally stopped holding them. I thought it was you I missed, but I was wrong. I used to say your name in pain, like it could bring you back again. But now it just feels like air. No weight, no pull, no care. And I realized something slow, that I didn't really know. It wasn't you I couldn't lose, it was the version I once chose. The one who laughed a different way, the one who made my dark feel safe. Not who you are, not what you did, but who I was when I lived in it. Sometimes memory lies and calls it love in disguise. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. The version of me I never knew. I don't reach for your face in my mind, I just miss the version left behind. It wasn't you I couldn't let go, it was me I used to know. And now I finally see it through. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. I walk past what we used to be, and nothing calls out to me. No echo, no broken sound, no pulling me back down. It's like I outgrew that skin that I used to live within. And I don't hate what we became, it just doesn't feel the same. Because love can change its shape and still quietly escape, leaving not just someone gone, but a self I moved beyond. Not every loss is pain, some is just change. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. Not the scars I walked into, but the light I used to feel before everything turned real. I thought it was you I lost, but I learned what it cost. And now I finally see it through. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. Maybe that's the truth I needed. Not everything is completed. Some people don't stay forever, but they change you however. And I don't need a rewrite or fade it out of sight, 'cause even broken time can redefine your mind. And I'm not bitter anymore, I just understand the score wasn't love I couldn't let go. It was me I didn't know. Healing starts the day you stop wishing it stayed. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. The way I used to feel so new, but I don't live there anymore. I've become something more, and I don't reach into the past trying to make it last. And now I finally see it true. I don't miss you, I miss who I was with you. If I ever think of us, it won't hurt like it does. It'll just remind me how I've changed some you, I miss who I was with you. But I can't go back into a version that no longer fits, or the life I outgrew it. And I'm not lost in what we knew. I'm finally breaking through, and now I find